Okay. It's says we're live. Let me make sure Rumble is getting it. Or I don't know. Rumble's claiming it's not getting it on the Rumble end, but it's connected on ours. Maybe it's just lagged, not coming through in time. There it goes. Recording in progress. All right. We're good.
All right. You can edit all the way up to here out. You
Well,
go to post the video.
uh, no, no, no. We're live right now. Um, we're good.
Yeah, I know right now, but when it's over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it can stay. It's just a few moments. It's not bad. Most of what we talked about wasn't even covered.
Okay.
Most of me complaining about it was not an issue. So we're good.
Okay, so we're good.
As
All
of now,
right,
yes.
folks. Good afternoon. Today is Friday, December the 12th, 2025, and it's about 3:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for joining Wrecked Sisters. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. You only have 12 days left until Christmas Eve and Santa appears. So if
Wow.
you're not ready, you need to get ready. And I don't think I'm going to be ready.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Are
because
you kidding?
I told you I got really ill last night. I'm still not feeling well. I just think this, whatever I have, has been lingering and just I get an antibiotic and it suppresses it, and then I'm off the antibiotic and it pops back up. So let's
Oof.
just hope. What what did I do last year? 2 days after Christmas, I went in the hospital for 9 days, I think,
Yeah.
and then went to the nursing facility for a month. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah. So let's knock on wood that doesn't happen again.
Amen.
Yeah,
Start
amen.
praying, people.
Yeah, we need it. All right. Hey, Blue, how you doing? Thank you, girl.
Hello. We have a Miss Blue Rose.
In the chat.
I'm getting messages sent out
Okay.
on the different platforms.
You're doing that, everyone, right?
No, I didn't do it today.
That's
Okay. Last one, about to hit send. And we are posted to all platforms so people know we are here.
alrighty then. Let's
What
get
a
started.
day.
Yes. What's going
Let me
on
make sure the
your end?
Rumble chat works.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Let me
hope
do
so.
a test and see if it pops up. There it
Here we
is.
go.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul.
There you go. So what's going on your end? Anything?
Oh, just a crazy day getting the kids ready. We hit Kroger's last night, got a bunch of fruit and stuff, and our local Kroger had the Betty Crocker cake mixes. Buy five, get them for 99 cents. Who the hell's
Mm-hmm.
passing that up? So we're going to be making that in the video that we did a couple days ago, the five simple recipes. We're doing the chocolate carry, chocolate cherry dump cake for dessert. My daughter's going to be making it.
Okay.
We picked up some they had oranges. Buy the big 4 pound bags or 5 pound bags, buy one get one free.
That's a
So
good
we're
buy.
going to dehydrate a bunch of orange slices.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some apples that we're going to dehydrate with. We're going to soak them in cinnamon for the night, and then we're going to dehydrate them. And yeah, we're going to have some really good snacks in this house. We picked up Jellos,
Mm-hmm.
some fresh fruit, so you can mix the fruit in with the Jellos
Right.
and have a double snack. Got some berries and grapes and blueberries, raspberries, and grapes. So yeah, we're going to be doing some creativity here at the house.
There you go. I'm gonna try to make these Very easy cranberry. You get real cranberry whole ones and wash them off, coat them in powdered sugar, and pop them in the freezer. And they're supposed to, when you put them in your mouth, just pop with the tartness
Ooh,
and the sweetness mixed together. So, uh, we're going to try that this weekend. And
that
maybe,
sounds like fun.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know.
Ugh. This weekend we may be rearranging bedrooms. My daughter was talking about wanting to switch rooms, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
Well, I don't mind because then I can put the security cameras facing out the front and the side windows.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've got two cameras. All I got to do is plug them in, and that room has two electrical outlets instead of one. So that way we're not overloading our electrical in here
Right.
with all of everything plugged into one socket. So I think it is a smarter idea.
Is your
And that
son
way,
agreeable to that?
oh no, it's not my son. It's me and Danny switching rooms with her. His bed can go on one wall, mine goes by the front windows where it's shaded.
Uh,
And then my screens, when I got my computer up, it's not directly affecting him because our beds will be facing alternate ways. So
mm-hmm.
his feet will meet my feet, and that way the screens don't bug him. But he'll also be way over on the other side of the room.
Is it a larger room?
Not necessarily larger. Actually, yes, it is. Now that I think about it, there's about a 3 foot, because of the way the closet's designed in that room. There's about 3 or 4 foot more room in
Okay.
that room. So
Well,
it'll
good luck
work.
with that.
I like the way it's set up too.
Mm-hmm.
I know
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it also has, for me, it's better space. And for her, this is not right off the living room with an actual door. That front bedroom has like one of those accordion doors.
Right.
So it's like, it's not very soundproof and we can't change it up unless we buy the house. So for her, this will give her a little bit more away from the living room and away from people out there. And if she needs to sleep during the day, she can sleep better.
Right. Right. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. So that's what my weekend is possibly going to entail.
All
And
right.
we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so we should have another Christmas craft ready for you.
We do. Let
Oh,
me pull that layer up really fast.
and by the way,
And
before I
boom.
forget, technically today is Friggin' Friday,
Oh, it is. I forgot to put that on the thumbnail.
but
Oh, shit. I'll fix it later.
however, we have a lot of content from yesterday that,
And stuff we found overnight and this morning.
yeah, yeah, right. Okay, go
I
for it.
think friggin' Friday works, but
Okay,
we'll add it after the fact. So
okay,
I apologize that the thumbnail doesn't have it, but it is a friggin' Friday. So,
okay. What do you
well,
got for us?
bread pudding.
I like bread
This is a
pudding.
recipe I have made for most of my life. I'm talking even as a teen, I didn't fuck this up.
Mm-hmm,
It is yummy. You can do all kinds of things with it, and it is simple. You just need 10 slices of bread, but you can also half that, double it. Honestly, I usually just do an entire loaf.
mm-hmm,
Um, then you put your melted butter, your cinnamon, raisins. It does require 6 eggs, but worth it. You need white sugar, some vanilla extract, some salt, some hot milk, and some nutmeg.
okay.
Combine that all together, pop it in the oven, wait 25 minutes, and
Mm.
boom,
Voila.
voila.
There you go.
Let's
Couldn't be
see.
any
Oh, it's got
easier.
some really good, a lot of people like it.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we'll
So,
give that a shot.
yep, this will be in the description. And again, it's one of those so easy. You really can't fuck it up. You can make it as one big pan. You can put it into individual cups like they did here. could
Mm.
put blueberries, raisins, strawberries. I mean, I have literally put all kinds of things in it, and it is just absolutely yummy. So, and again, it comes from All Recipes, one of my favorite websites. Nice,
Mine too.
simple, have fun with it.
Right.
Okay, hold on one second, folks. We need all the baking sheets. We need all the cake pans washed. We also need a few pots, and we need that roaster from the fridge. Sorry. A lot. I apologize, everybody. My son was asking what dishes he needed to do.
Tell them all of them. You don't have to say each one.
Well, those are the
They.
priorities.
Oh,
Everything else
that's
is common sense.
okay.
They're not irrelevant. You are to do those after the main pots and pans are done. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Okay. What do we got next?
we have an update on the Kentucky State University shooter. This
Okay.
blew my mind. I was not expecting who it to be, who it was. It made no sense. Like, I still can't get my mind around this. So the it was a parent of two Kentucky State University students who was accused of opening fire on campus, killing one student and critically injuring the other. He is being held on a $1 million bond. So
Wow.
Jacob Lee Bard, who's 48, this guy is 8 years older than me. No, 6 years older than me. I apologize. 6 years older than me. From Evansville, Indiana, got into an altercation with the two students and shot them.
Hmm.
What in God's green earth is going through this man's mind that
Probably not. Probably nothing. And they say if he was legal or illegal?
no, this is a legal American citizen.
Uh huh. That's why he's in jail. If he was an
His last
illegal,
name's
if he was
yeah,
an
he's not an
illegal, he would
illegal.
be out.
A major new development here in the deadly
Oh,
campus shooting at Kentucky State
it was play. Now it wants to play. Do you
Mm.
want me to play the video or
Yeah.
no?
Go ahead.
University. Tonight, authorities now say the shooter was a parent of one of the students at the school. Here's Matt Rivers.
Tonight, 48-year-old Jacob Lee Bard is charged with murder after allegedly opening fire on two students outside a dorm on Kentucky State University's campus. Police say Bard, who is a parent of a student at that university, was the, quote, active aggressor in a physical altercation with the two men and shot them during the dispute.
They got an active shooter. I think they've got him detained.
19-year-old DeJohn Darrell Fox Jr. died from his injuries. The other student in critical but stable condition. Fox's family speaking to our affiliate WRTV.
It's not fair. It's not fair to take my brother's baby.
Officials now poring over security cameras on campus, as well as video circulating online that appears to show a student being attacked. Investigators working to determine if the incident possibly played into a motive for the shooting.
We have collected that video and have that. We were able to get video from campus has a lot of good security cameras. We were able to gather that.
Students and faculty shaken just days before winter break.
Why was this even able to happen? Why was this even something that could have happened?
David, classes remain canceled at the university for the rest of the week as authorities continue to try and figure out why the parent of a student at that school would allegedly open fire.
I want to know why. That this happened yesterday.
It's
Just so
crazy.
you know, this happened yesterday about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is a historical Black college university, HBCU. It was opened in 1889, I believe it was. We did the history on it.
Right.
I just can't figure out why I would not. I mean, unless somebody was attacking me and my life was in danger, that's the only reason I would pull a gun. Only reason.
Right.
Did these people attack him? But they're claiming he attacked them. I want to know more about this. He pled not guilty, so he might have a self defense claim. I want to know more. This is not it, a 48-year-old adult who's kids are in college. It doesn't sound logical that he would go there, start an argument or anything, and then start shooting. I it just there had to have been some kind of provocation.
Yeah, or he had it said he has a
He
child
has
at this, right?
two students, according
Or
to the
no, 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 no. I
article.
mean he does.
Yeah, no, he's a parent of two Kentucky
Oh, he
students.
has two students in the school.
It
Okay,
says the parent of two Kentucky State
got it.
University students.
Okay.
Like, was he there visiting and then he got attacked? I mean, let's have a little more
Yeah,
info.
or perhaps his children were being bullied, or there was an altercation with his children, and he was a hothead and went down, to
Could be that.
see what was
Because
going on.
Kentucky is open carry, and I believe we accept almost every state's concealed carry licensing. So he very well could be legal carrying,
Right,
and it's a self defense, or is this he was illegally carrying and something else is going on?
right.
I want to know more.
All right,
I'm itching for that news.
all right. Well, you keep itching, and we'll put it up.
You also sent this Homeland Security thing. Um, the New York City Task
Yes.
Force.
I wonder how Mandami's going to react. So, Homeland Security launches a first of its kind NYC Task Force. And here's the details. And we'll just go over the brief that is
Yep.
posted, and the remainder of the article will be provided in description. But federal officials formally launched a first of its kind Homeland Security Task Force in New York on Wednesday. Officials said the new Homeland Security Task Force is being created in direct response to what they called a growing and increasingly violent threat from transnational criminal organizations. They noted that the task force was first announced by the president in October as part of a national rollout of Homeland Security task forces around the country.
So they're
This is
going after the organized crime
this is going to be very
specifically.
interesting. Yes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, International gangs, watch out.
Yes. Cause Ice Ice Baby.
Actually, don't watch out. I want them to catch you guys.
Yes. Yeah.
We're not playing anymore. We're
At
not.
least Trump's not. At least he's not.
So yeah, I've definitely it's about time. That's my personal opinion on it.
Well,
Is
I
it's about
wonder if
time.
he's also going in, is the task force also part of, obviously, transnationals, but uh, with the issues with Venezuela and
Mhm.
the illegals that are in the country that we don't know what they're doing, the MS-13 gangs,
Yeah.
TSA, all of it. It's getting to be a bigger and bigger issue, I think.
Blue Rose is right on this. Trump is ahead of Mom Donnie.
Oh, yes,
He's
he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to play it that way? Watch this. I'm
Watch
better
this.
at chess than you.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think it's a well-deserved thing. This has been a problem for a while. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not just MS-13. We have the triads out of Asia. We have a
Mm-hmm.
couple other groups that are well seated in America. They've been here for a long time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking back in the 80s and 90s even. They
Right.
started making a major move into California. It's
Mm-hmm.
all on the West Coast because of the morons. And again, California is closer to Asia than New York is. But
Right.
New York has had its problems with Asian version of gang or cartel, whatever you want to call it, mob business.
Right.
So, um, yeah, I think it's about time we did something about it.
Right.
up next is another video you sent. Sorry, I don't know why. When the editor put it through, it made it a very tiny screen, so this is going to be kind of blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Go do dishes. Let me hit play. This is something about Stephen Miller.
Correct.
So let's take a look.
Stephen Miller going on the rampage of all rampages against criminal aliens in this country, making the point, finally, that if you're going to bring people over here from failed states, expect them to fail here, because they destroyed their own country first. Don't let them destroy ours.
Not only is the first generation unsuccessful, again, Somalia is a clear example here. Not only is the first generation unsuccessful, but you see persistent issues in every subsequent generation. So you see consistent high rates of welfare use, consistent high rates of criminal activity, consistent failures to assimilate. But this shouldn't be a surprise, Will. It's just common sense. If Somalians cannot make Somalia successful, why would we think that the track record would be any different in the United States? Go third world country by third world country. No one's saying, look, there are people all over the world that are great people. But you look at the society. If Libya keeps failing, if the Central African Republic keeps failing, if Somalia keeps failing, right? If these societies all over the world continue to fail, you have to ask yourself, if you bring those societies into our country and then give them unlimited free welfare, what do we think is going to happen? And we mask the impact of immigration in every public policy issue we discuss. We talk about test scores. Well, if you subtract immigration out of test scores, all of a sudden our test scores skyrocket. If you subtract immigration out of healthcare, all of a sudden we don't have nearly the size of the healthcare challenges our country faces. If you subtract immigration out of public safety, all of a sudden we don't have violent crime in so many of our cities. We talk about these things as they just happen to us. The schools just suddenly fail. Violent crime just suddenly explodes. The deficit just suddenly skyrockets. These are a result of social policy choices that we made through immigration.
That is actually quite true.
I can't recall, Crazy Bee, if I have it to show later, but this goes all the way back past, in the 60s and the 50s, where, and I don't know who, how, or why, but immigration was pushed upon the United States because they couldn't push through the agendas that they wanted to in Congress. So they did it via immigration. And that's how a lot of the welfare programs came about. If I don't have it to show today, I think it's in the lineup for next week. But when you watch this video and you realize that we have been played this entire time, we've been talking about Biden, opening the faucet, which he did do. You can't deny that.
Oh, that was a floodgate he
Yes,
opened.
that was just crazy. But when you look at the consistency of what they have done with immigration, and you correlate that with all what Stephen Miller said, all these programs all go to these. It came in as first generation immigrants. It failed at the second, it failed at the third, it failed at the fourth. And by the time they're into the culture as a U.S. citizen, that expectation is there of, I'm entitled to this. It's an entitlement program. It's a really fascinating take. It's something that it was expressed in being a long game versus a short game. And, we've been told that, they opened the floodgate up so they'd get the votes. The last, 4-5 years ago is when it started. But if this story holds true, if it does go back further than that, we've really been screwed
Yes,
for generations.
it's bad.
It is bad. It's really bad.
And what do we do to change it?
I don't know. I mean,
How do we get these people in check?
well, I'll tell you. Explain why, you know, we have, and I have this for next week as well. I mean, it's kind of on topic, but not. But we had Indiana senators
Mm-hmm.
vote against redistricting. They went against Trump. The heat for Trump is so great. They could have gained seats in the House, but instead they voted no. Why?
That's insane.
Why did Rand Paul not vote for the plan put forward by the Republicans for health care? You know why?
Probably because it had some ridiculous thing tied
Oh,
to it
no,
that
no,
was
no, no,
financially
no.
stupid.
Nope. You know why? Because he put
Why?
forward his own plan and they rejected it. So
Ah,
I think he had a little hissy pissy fit and said, "Oh, I'm going to take my ball and you guys don't have anything to play with." Yeah.
that's a possibility.
And the other guy was Stephen Daines, and he was just a no show. And they said that his ass has not been in the Senate, and they don't know where he's been.
What?
Why? I'm telling you, something is wrong. These
Yeah,
Republicans, I hate the P word and the C word.
but
I
that
hate,
they are.
they are. And the Republican Party better get their heads out their ass, or they are. I think they're intentionally planning to lose the midterms.
Well,
I
they've
think it's
already lost it a
intentional.
few places.
I'm disgusted with them. Every single one of them makes me
Mm-hmm.
sick.
Yeah,
They can't get
it's
shit accomplished. I
yep.
said before, every single one. They, they voted against the executive order that Trump put forward for the federal workers not to unionize.
Yep.
They voted against Trump. They voted and said, "Oh yeah, let them have a union and they have protection and you won't be able to fire them." That's bullshit.
No,
That's not the
that's
government's job to have a union. The
it's not.
people are there to serve the people.
Bingo.
They're not to have a union. The Constitution doesn't say they're to be unionized.
That's true too.
It's bull crap. Got them lazy
I
asses down in
understand.
Social Security. Everybody, you make an appointment, you go down, and no, you have to do it online. Well, why'd I come here? Because it's required. I mean, what in God's name is going on?
I don't know.
We're the American people really need to pay the attention to what is going on, and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. It's only when the presidential campaign comes forward that anybody even gives a shit. Most Republicans on the midterms for primaries, for general, midterm elections, they don't
Mm-hmm.
go out and vote. They're
It's
lazy.
getting out of hand. People gotta stop letting this shit happen.
It's at the point of, like we said for New York City, you get what you deserve. You
Yes.
know, if you don't like what's happening and you haven't voted, or you don't make a call to your local office, congressional office, then you know what? Shut the F up. I don't want to hear it.
Go hide in a corner, complain later. No one wants to hear it.
We're tired of this bull crap. Every single thing We had 100. Yesterday was our 100th episode since we started this at the end of March. Every single thing that we have looked at is fucked up. Every program, the
Every
waste,
aspect.
yes, the waste, the abuse, the fraud, the stealing,
The corruption
the
in general.
corruption is disgusting. And I'm
It's at
sick of
every
it.
level, too, is what's insane.
Yes, from
Even in
school
my
boards
state.
on up.
Yep. In my state, Andy Bashir somehow lost millions of dollars. Somehow
How?
he has the right to refuse to release the
Uh-huh.
welfare stats. Like, dude, what is wrong with you?
Right. So from now on, hold on, I gotta take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was with alcohol, but it was my meds. From now on, we're posting your picture along with a story.
Uh-huh. If
You're a
we come across
judge,
it, yep,
your picture's getting being posted. You're a rhino, your picture's getting posted. You're a Democrat, your picture's getting posted.
we're
You're gonna
done.
be seen. You're gonna be seen. Yeah, because I am sick of it. Sick to my
We all
stomach.
are.
You know,
We
you
saw it yesterday with the illegal immigration stuff on the Dak Rich video we covered.
yes,
However, unfortunately, today, most of the stuff we cover are dumbasses who can't see past the bleeding heart sad stories.
right. Because that's all the mainstream media is showing.
Yep.
Oh,
And it's
look,
not
it was
right.
a family. He's a family man. He has a wife and 3 kids.
And
You know, you showed me that video yesterday. The It's funny in some respects. My initial response was that we would be accused of being racist if we played
yeah,
it.
I know. I can post it on the Discord servers.
Okay.
That'll be fun
Okay.
because it's an epic video. It basically, the voiceover is exactly what we all think,
Right.
but can't say publicly. Someone
Correct.
else had the balls to do it.
Right.
Since we're women, we don't have balls,
We
same
can't
thing.
do it. Yeah. So I mean,
Oh.
I can't even talk. That's how agitated I am. It's frustrating as hell. Every single
Mm-hmm.
one of them. And they're talking about the Supreme Court making decisions on how much campaign monies and all that can be spent. You know what? Let's just cut the shit. You get $100,000 or you get $1 million. Spend it whatever way you want. That's your campaign money. Take it out of the
Mm-hmm.
American taxpayer. Who's ever going to run? You get $1 million. You have to show your receipts. If you can't back up the $1 million, your ass goes to jail.
Amen.
And that's the other thing. I watched today with disgust. There's a incident over in the UK where
Oh God,
2
yeah.
Muslim men raped a 15-year-old girl, allegedly. However, they were on camera. Okay, the whole
Kind of hard to
incident
say
was on
allegedly
camera.
when it's on camera.
Okay, and the anchors that were discussing the situation are in the same position that we are, and were telling us to wake up. But we've had our own incidents like Lake and Riley and many others that have been brutally murdered, raped, assaulted, robbed, whatever, you name it, burglarized, terrorized. And as we just watched, when you bring in third world societies into your country that refuse or are unable to assimilate to Western values. It is unacceptable. The
It is.
defense that the attorney for those two guys said the reason that their clients did what they did was that it is acceptable in their country to grab any woman that they want and rape her because women are considered chattel.
Too bad, not in this country. You're in jail.
And because of that, they didn't realize that women in this country or in the UK are equal to men. And therefore,
You can't do
they are
that
the
to them.
victims. They are the victims. Just like,
This is what we mean by assimilate before you're allowed to become a citizen.
right,
Before you can even come through the damn door.
Ilhan
That was their
Omar.
defense. Yes, Blue Rose. That was their defense.
Yes, that's their defense. Ilhan Omar is another one. Go back and watch everything that she has said since this Medicaid, Medicare, Feed the Hunger program, since all these billions of dollars were lost. She even blamed the FBI. Every interview she does, when she's asked directly about her brother marrying her brother, about her, how did she go from $65,000 a year to being worth $31 million, she skirts every question, and nobody
Uh-huh.
ever presses her
Her
on,
answers are always
give us an
Americans are
answer.
dumb. Her answer is always Americans are dumb.
Yes.
They voted for Trump. It's Trump. It's Trump. She deflects.
They're only as dumb as the education they receive as children.
My son. But yeah, it's gotten out of hand. When these politicians are blaming the people, the voters, for their their failures and fuck ups, you know something ain't right.
Well, I mean,
And the anchors in the UK are right. They're
They're
bitching about the same thing I am. Nobody in anything that we've covered in the last 100 episodes, nobody is held accountable. Fauci is not held accountable. The
Nope.
FDA is going to be putting out a black label on COVID in shots, saying how high a black label means they are the highest risk.
That you should not put them or use them unless there is nothing else available.
Fauci should be in jail, but he's got his pension. Marjorie Taylor Greene resigns. She's working one day into the new year, so she gets her pension.
That's all they care about is the money.
What the hell is going on?
Enough is enough.
And it continues. I'm tired of looking at stories over and over. Everything is negative. There ain't one good thing that has been going on that we can say that we're doing right. Not one.
Well, Trump's immigration changes.
Yeah, but you know what?
That's the only thing.
Congress didn't pass it. So then if a
Not
Dem
yet, but
gets in
ICE is
2028,
pushing. I
right?
know it's just again, Trump's working to get him out, but 90% of Congress is working against Trump.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Because you know
Change the
what?
politicians.
Because the rhinos, well, no, the Republicans and the Democrats really work together,
Mm-hmm.
right?
It's a uniparty that is working against America, not for
Correct.
America.
That's correct.
We've been
And
bitching about this for years.
they give off the appearance that there's two parties, but there's not.
Not. Yep. You've heard me say that for years. Those of you who've known me long enough on Discord and stuff, it's what I've been saying. It's one party, and they are against us. It's an illusion. Everything's an illusion.
Yes, it is. And what they do is they put a crisis over here so you don't look over there. When you look over here, then they put you over there. like I said, it's taken a while, but there's more. You know, as I said, it first started out, I thought we were going to have a big boom. Then it was, nah, we're going to go across the country and they're going to create chaos. Nah, it's all the illegals from South America, from Mexico, the 185 other countries that came in. But nah, no. Now I
What's funny
really
is,
think, yeah,
D, 185 countries come in, but there's only like 200 and something countries on the planet.
that's what they put out there. 185 countries came in.
Out of the 200 and something that are on the planet.
185 came in.
Yeah. Think about that, people. And there was a video I was watching. We watched yesterday. If America's so bad, why the hell are you asking people to come here?
Right.
If America's so terrible, why do you want them to come here? Tell
Mm-hmm.
them to go to another country where it's better for them.
Right. You know what
If
else I
America's
saw?
so oppressive, why the fuck
Right.
would you bring them here?
Right. I saw today a video with Palestinians saying, you know what, America? You effing like Israel so much? You don't know who should live where? Pick Israel up and send them all to America. You guys can live over there.
Hey, we'd
Well,
have an Iron Dome. No one would get to us.
yeah. Well,
I
that's
would
what
welcome the
Trump was trying
Israelis
to do.
over some insane nut jobs that could turn into a terrorist at any minute. The
Right.
radicals. I don't see radical Jewish people. How,
No.
like, there are some, but when you're on the internet, how many radical Jewish people versus radical Muslims?
Right.
You don't hear about Jewish people going and attacking random women on the street.
No.
When's the last time you heard of a random Jewish person going and stabbing a person, walking up and punching a person, setting a person on fire?
Pushing them off a platform.
When's the last time you've heard this?
You haven't.
I will take the Jewish people, even if they are trying to conquer the world, over that insanity. Bring the Israelis here, please. I'll take it. Because at least they're not going to shove us in front of trains, set us on fire, randomly stab us. I don't see them doing this. I don't see them randomly taking women and raping them. I'll take the Israelis. So what if they want to conquer the world financially? At this point, I'll take it. It's
I
better
agree.
than the insanity.
It's crazy.
It's bad
I'll
when I
tell
have
you
to
what.
say that,
I'll
but
tell
it's
you what.
honestly a logical move.
I don't care if this video gets taken down. I hope that the parents or some people take those two MFers out in the UK. I really don't.
I'm not opposed to vigilante justice in certain cases.
It's on video. It's not, that's a story that she told.
It's
It
not
is
mistaken
on video.
identity.
And not only that, but you know what else is, what the other problem with this is, the police only show a certain portion. They keep
Well, yeah.
certain pieces up. Yeah, you know why? Because the police are complacent. If the public saw the entire video in its entirety, there would be riots in the streets
And I'll tell you
again.
what, if other Muslims were really against it,
They would
they
stand
would
up.
go and deal with these people too and say something.
Yeah, and you haven't heard one of them, not one of them have stood up and said this is unacceptable. Not one.
Same with the Somali community here in America. How
That
many other Somalians are standing up and condemning the ones who committed all this fraud?
right.
It's here in America too,
While
not
we're
just in
bitching,
Europe. It's
yeah,
already started.
right. While we're bitching about
Complacency.
all this crazy bead, can you throw up the TSA one so we don't lose that for today?
Oh, you want that one first?
Yeah, let's throw that up because that kind of leads into all of this. Because here's another agency.
And then we have two more videos talking about what's going on in the UK and Australia because they're going through this as well.
Exactly.
So, Let's
Here's the TSA one. Listen to this. Get a load of this shit.
but I also take into consideration she didn't report it while she was working.
Correct.
This is
For
again,
a
we
whole
have
5 years, people.
this is alarming. And again, if
Well,
true,
because it probably took her 5 years to get vested into her retirement plan.
yes, because it is a former TSA.
Correct.
So, federal worker. Let's listen in.
Ms. Jaxka joins me. She is a former TSA agent who worked at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport from 2016 to 2021. Liz, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you, Liz. I applaud you and Alpha News.
We appreciate that. I have to say, though, this sounds like something out of a spy movie. People going through security and getting on planes with suitcases filled with millions of dollars in cash. Tell us what you've actually seen as a TSA agent during the time you worked there.
Well, I've actually seen a lot of things, but the most shocking is exactly that. I saw suitcases filled with millions of dollars of cash, and the couriers were always Somali men traveling in pairs. And they got through the checkpoint. It just really absolutely blew my mind the first time you open a suitcase and you see millions of dollars of cash. And typically what would happen is a Leo or a law enforcement officer would come, check their credentials. I don't know what kind of questions they asked them, but their IDs were always documented, and probably their plane tickets as well. So there is a trail of that out there. And I would believe with all the cameras at the airport that if they started there, they could probably find each and every individual that brought money through the checkpoint.
Obviously, this seems suspicious, if not alarming, given what seems to be a pattern here. So you're talking about millions of dollars flying out of Minneapolis, and you think it happened about every week or so? Is that right?
So it certainly seemed like it happened every week. The suitcases came in, and it was always, the MO was always two Somalian men traveling in pairs. Sometimes they both had suitcases. And so the process was, as a TSA agent, we would pull the bag, and then we'd bring them to a private screening room. And we would open the suitcase and make sure that that's all it was stacks of cash. And a Leo would come and maybe question them and for sure take a picture of their identification. And I'm
we lost D. Uh-oh. Where'd D go? Uh-oh. She might be trying to get back in. That is extremely strange. Did he? Can you hear me?
I got you. I got kicked out.
I just heard ding, and I looked over. It's like, where'd D go?
Yep. I guess Evmux doesn't like what I had to say.
Well, alrighty. Let me hit play again. That was bizarre. Oh, Blue Rose has a good question. How much was her cut?
Oh, yeah.
Very good question to ask. And I'm telling you, it's getting really fishy. Again, her story. Well, it's like once or twice a week, or she check the security cameras. Do this, do that. It's not illegal to travel with cash. You just have to, make it clear where you're going and why you've got cash. It's suspicious, but it's not illegal. So I don't know. It's red flags.
There's a lot of red flags, and TSA knows better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have alerted the FBI the first time the first $1 million suitcase went by. Perhaps they were being tracked, but if not, well, let's finish the video and then we'll we'll
I
get.
got more questions than she's
Uh-huh.
answering.
Exactly.
Assuming their plane ticket, I'm not sure. So there is a trail out there. Between that, I mean, it has to be documented somewhere, and all the cameras in the airport, I would imagine if they'd like to find all this cash, they should start at the airport. Because in the 5 years I was
Yeah, they
there,
left it in a
I
locker.
believe $1 billion went through.
Say that again?
They left it in a locker. Though, yeah. Start at the airport and you could find the money. How stupid.
It's just...
It's gone. It's on the plane. They landed. The money is gone. You're not going to get the money back.
Yeah. Like, it just does not make sense.
Remember.
Again, and I mean, I've worked at a place, like I've talked about, with one of the medical practices that was committing fraud. I was aware of it, and there's not an easy way to report it. But I did make it clear to my like the people above me, this is going on. This isn't right. Someone's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's such a small little practice. It's like you're stepping on toes really fast when you do something like this. And I took the risk factors. I mean, I'm sure they were glad when I was gone, but I complained about how there was, this isn't right. Why is this happening? And I'm not even, the credentialed biller. I'm the first line of defense with the coding. Make sure the codes are correct.
Right.
And make sure it balances with the note. So tell me, why are there billing slips going out and there's no visit to match it?
Yeah, my CEO took money she wasn't entitled to.
When you catch it, you got to say something.
Yeah, I contacted legal. And let's just say everybody was chummy, and nothing happened.
Yep. And of course, when I find out, it was actually the owner of the practice who was sending this stuff in. And that's what I suspected all along. But because of HIPAA, you have, in the medical field, it's a lot harder. Right. But at least I raised the red flags when I should have.
Yep.
I'm telling the people in the practice that need to know, except the owner, because obviously I suspect it's him, but he was even aware of it. And it's like, come on, people. And he's like, oh, everything's by the books. No, it's not. I can tell you right now it's not.
Right. Go see Dad.
I can tell you.
Go.
What was that?
I said, go see Daddy. Go.
I can't. My dad's in Michigan.
Well, you could still go, but you just have to leave now.
It's going to be a very painful trip if I do.
Right.
But no, I mean, I get where some people stay, but at least collect evidence. Make notes. Write it down. Give us some dates and times.
Yep. Well, the problem for me was I had as HR, had to prepare it, process it, pay it out. I went and had other signatures attached that I prepared it, but I didn't approve it. Mm-hmm. That's how I got around that.
That way you're not in trouble.
Exactly.
And again, like me, when it came to the billing slips, there was a physical copy, 3 digital copies, and I always initialed everything with a date.
Right. So
in pen.
Anybody that's in the audience that listens, when you come into not even, I'd say, a bad situation, but as a matter of habit, get used to initialing things. Watch the words that you use.
It took a few years for me to get past initialing, like as intake papers to a doctor's office. I was in the habit of trying to initial in the corner. It's like, oh shit, no, I'm the patient.
Right.
Do it.
Right, hit play.
Do it till where you're initialing your bills before you mail them out.
Yep.
The airport.
$1 billion. As if this isn't troubling enough, Liz, it's not just money you watched leave MSP. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. There was another instance, again, a Somali man that had a carry-on luggage filled with brand new passports. and he was
Okay,
allowed to
that
get through
right
the
there,
checkpoint. So
that
Yeah.
right there, filled with passports, and no one did anything about it? Right. No, I'm sorry.
Either that, the only thing I can think on that crazy bee is they wanted perhaps to see where they traveled and they wanted to be able to track them.
That's what I would say is the only reason.
But if
And
there's,
she's so
I mean,
low
there's
level,
so
she doesn't
many.
even know that it's going on.
Right.
Just something seems really off with this.
Go ahead. Let's
keep going.
Where he went with those passports is anybody's guess.
This is really incredible to hear. So it sounds like you're raising alarms with your colleagues, but you have to wonder how many people knew about this. Where were they all back then?
That is a good question. And I don't know how my colleagues felt about it. I've been out of TSA for quite a few years. So since all this fraud came out, the connection's been made. I didn't feel good about it then, and now it certainly all makes sense.
Recently, the City Journal published an article stating that, quote, federal...
Well, you said, what a dumbass?
Yes, I did. What a dumbass. She couldn't make the connections. She never talked to any of her coworkers about this.
She never went to a supervisor.
Shit. She's full of shit.
Something seems off.
You know, unless she was... The issue I have here is, one, she's on a small podcast. You know, I think the chick has, 167,000 followers or...
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take. So she's not appearing either on any mainstream media outlet, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not appearing on the Next News Network, Benny Johnson,
any serious
Carlson,
place.
Candace,
this is a mid-size. No one's really getting it.
Right. Why?
Because they're probably the only ones who would take her. You don't have enough proof. You don't have enough evidence. You're giving us I'm not sure's. How many times did she say I'm not sure in this?
Right. Well, that could be intentional, perhaps. You know, why? Or did she come forward now because she's trying to cover her ass? That she, they're going to come after her saying, look, you knew this was going on and you didn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't kick it up the chain of command. Imagine if, are they waving bombs on board? You know what I mean? Parts for a bomb? Is that okay? What the hell was TSA doing?
Good question. That's a very good question. What is going on?
You have we both have a friend that's a pilot.
Yes.
Eric has a friend that owns his own plane. That could be any one of them at any time making a delivery somewhere. Oh, take this over to California. Oh, take this to the middle, of the country. Oh, no, fly it up to New York, why don't you?
Uh-huh.
And boom, chuckalaka. Land on some building. See what happens. This is crazy. Here again, people, the reason I had Crazy Bee pull this up first, here's another area that's messed up. What can we count on? Nothing.
Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Nothing is corruption free.
I mean, we got companies. We got Campbell's Soup accused of printing fake chicken.
Yep.
I'm not going to look at that can of soup again. I don't care. That doubt has been put there. Is it chicken? What's the shit they're selling in the stores now?
Good question.
Look at the COVID vaccine. My son from New York was so adamant. He got every injection, every booster, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And he's young. He's only 34.
It's alarming. It's alarming. This is where it's messed up. Our society has gone to shit, and you can't trust anybody. You got to be critical of everybody.
Right? Well,
Like, we should not have to be critical of everything we're told.
correct. Or look at it sideways, or feel like I have to go dig 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Is this right? Oh no, is that collaborated with? No, do they say the same thing? You know, there's stories out there that I would love to put out right now, but I don't have verification on. But it's room for pause at least, right? It's room for us to stop and say, is there a possibility that this is true?
Mm-hmm.
And from that, maybe we start saying this is an alleged thing, Crazy B. You know what I
Gonna
mean?
have to.
Say that allegedly we found a story that we could only find 2 sources on, so we're going to call this alleged for right now. If we find
Yeah.
any other info or you guys find anything out to either prove or disprove us, because trust me, we're not adverse to being corrected. If we're wrong, we'll say we're wrong.
We will. Absolutely.
But we haven't had anybody come back at us.
I haven't. I'm just sick of it all. It's got to stop.
And you know, if it is true that we are at the end of days, God promised there wouldn't be another flood. I don't want to go by fire. So please just let that comet hit us and boom, chuckalaka, the whole planet goes. You know what I mean? Like, let
I
us all
am not
just,
opposed to it, God. Please.
right? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like, let us all just go at one time because we all carry sin. We all are, you know, have our good points and our bad points. And
But there are
everybody
many
knows
of
what
us
they
who are
are.
actually putting forth an effort to make society better. And it sucks that we're willing to sacrifice and be wiped out as a whole just so the planet can be spared.
Yes. Chinese coming into international waters to decimate the tuna population. And they don't give a crap what else they catch. They kill whatever's in the net.
Yep.
Dolphins, sharks, whales. All they want is the tuna. There's again, nobody is held accountable. Look at the
No
UK.
one.
Look at the UK suing. We just did this story the other day. They sued the United X and Elon Musk privately
Yep.
for $140 million because they claim he's not transparent enough. But guess
No,
what?
he won't censor them.
Right. But guess what? They are hosting Xi Jinping and Chinese nationals in the country. Why?
Yeah. Because it's a communist takeover.
Right.
The authoritarian communism is taking over the planet. Hello. The signs are all there, and what do we got? We got a bunch of college age dumb fucks who are like, bring it on, let's go, it's
Yeah.
great. And I'm like,
Right.
you're all idiots.
None of them can think. Not one of them.
Well, that's why they want the communism, because that way they tell them what to think and they can do what they're told.
Yeah.
They're so dependent on someone to tell them what to do, how to do it. It's like, again, giving step-by-step instructions to people who should already know what to do.
Right.
How do you become so spoiled by society that you cannot even think step by step what to do next? Now, I got 20-year-olds. Yeah, I'm teaching them. Okay, you want a job? Fill out the application. Here's a resume to back up that application. Now you got to call them and chase down that job.
Right.
Because they've never had to do this before. They're young. After they get the hang of it, I shouldn't have to keep doing it for them.
Right.
I shouldn't have to tell them when to pay a bill. They shouldn't, like,
How to
okay, you have a
budget.
bill come in.
Right.
Look at it. You know you got these bills coming every single month. It's never going to change for the rest of your life.
Right.
You're going to have your utility bills. You're going to have a rent or a mortgage of some sort. If you have a vehicle, you're going to have insurance. This is mandatory for life.
Right.
Until you die. Get over it.
Right. And then you take a look at this story we played 2 days, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, with the Somalians with the over the $1 million homes. And the one,
multi-million-dollar homes.
yes. And the one
Like,
couple
what?
put down $952,000 as a down payment.
They did not have that when they moved here. They came from a third world country. Where'd they get the money from?
Yes. How? Explain that to me. Somebody. How was Ilhan Omar worth $31 million? AOC, a bartender, worth millions of dollars. I don't know her exact stat right now.
Right now, she's a congressman.
No, I mean it's money-wise.
She's multi-million as well.
Yes. How? After working for 4 years. Rashida Tlaib.
What do you mean working? They sat there and ran their mouths and sounded so stupid. Even the standard person's like, what?
Yeah. I'm disgusted. I truly am disgusted.
It makes no sense.
I am so worried for my grandchildren of what is going to be left when they're in their 40s. What's going to be left?
They're going to have to learn how to survive what is to come.
Exactly. And that's, I don't want to be the crazy prepper. I don't want to be the crazy, go turn over a stump and find the bugs and eat the bugs. I don't want to have to do that. But there are going to have to be some safeguards put in place.
Yeah. I mean, we've already had a couple close calls. I mean, even Trump's presidency, there was concern that fighting would break out.
Right.
And it was a legitimate concern.
And it did in
And then when
small
Charlie Kirk got assassinated, there was another risk.
Yes. And
we shouldn't have to be living like that. Sorry, I think there's a lag. I apologize.
Yeah, likewise. Going back to the Charlie Kirk thing, there's a whole conspiracy theory out there about him. And I don't know what to believe anymore, right?
Don't listen to Candace Owens because it changes once a week.
Right, I got that. But there are other people that are making some valid points. And you go, that's all. You know what I mean? Because there has not been an investigation. I mean, there is, but not, I don't think, as transparent as it should be, probably. That leads to the rumors. When information isn't disseminated, then everybody's free to look at things. Personally, I don't care for Erica Kirk. From the time I met her, there was just something about her that didn't line up between the two of them. And I just kept telling myself, well, opposites attract.
But it's also well known that Candace obviously was in love with Charlie Kirk. The way she's been going on about this, she obviously had wanted to be with him, and he did not want the same.
Be with her, right.
And so now she's attacking anyone and everyone that has ever been near him because she's just nuts.
I don't know about that, but that's a whole nother topic.
If you follow it closely, she has changed targets so many times, and she has nothing to back any of it up. No actual evidence. I mean, I've been following it.
I'll have to start sharing what I see with you, because we really don't. we really haven't covered that because
Because
that would
it's
be
not worth it.
right. That, and it would be like us covering JFK or, the Lincoln
No, this is worse
assassination.
than that. Because
It
at
would
least
never
with
be.
JFK, there's some legitimacy to the conspiracies on some of them. This is more tabloid bullshit in the fucking grocery aisle on the way out from the 80s and 90s that you always saw.
Well, like I said, I don't know enough. What I do know, I say there's something more than perhaps we know. And I just need more evidence, I guess, to come out. If
Well, you're
Candace
never going
is
to get it
saying,
from Candace Owens.
yeah, yeah. If Candace is spewing untruths, or even if she is saying something, that's where you and I would go in and try to dispel it, right? If she
Yes.
said the sky is green, you and I would go in and get 4 or 5 sources saying, nah, she's wrong, it's blue, right?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what we do. We don't just take whatever on face value. The problem is that would be, we would turn into the Charlie Kirk channel, the versus Candace Owen channel.
And
Some of
those
these
are people
stories
are
are
sick of that
just
kind of stuff.
right, yeah, and some of these stories are just way bigger than the two of us can do. I mean, it's just you and me, and we're trying to pull all of this off ourselves. I mean, Crazy Bee will tell you, I'm up most of the nights, and in the morning when she wakes up, I'm praying she doesn't know I'm going to kill her.
I will
And
never do that.
I know. But then she spends, her day editing and doing what she does and making sure the studios and everything runs correctly. And then we combine research materials, and here's a story, there's a story. And remember what we said when we give you a story, there's more than one source that we look at, and we try to provide it from left, right, and center.
Yes.
But for every story, we're not going to say, well, here it is from the left, here's what the right says, and here's what the center says.
When it's
It's
a
up to
personal, when it's one person saying, oh, like again, using Candace Owens,
right.
she is one person making claims against everyone and anyone that pops into her head that
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk interacted with as why they wanted him dead.
Uh
So the
huh.
whole world wanted him dead. And they all pitched in to hire an assassin. I mean, pick one and stick with it. And then she's like, I'll release proof. And then she never does. Turning Point USA said, she said, pick a day, pick a place, pick a time, I'll be there. Well, as soon as she does, now there's an excuse. Oh, with the holidays coming up, I can't do it.
Wow.
Like, girl, you said, tell them, pick a day, pick a time. They said December something, I think it was the 16th in Arizona at their headquarters. Now she's making excuses why she can't go there. And she's like, they said, come talk to us. We will go through this, have this back and forth together.
See,
Come tell us directly.
they
Come to
need
us directly.
they need to meet somewhere neutral.
She won't go even if it's neutral because she can't prove anything. They'll be able to debunk her in a heartbeat. She tried saying they never filed their taxes right.
Uh huh.
Well, the IRS said they have not done anything wrong and they are perfectly fine.
Well,
Like, I mean, come on. The IRS literally released it and called Erica Kirk directly to reassure her there was nothing wrong.
well.
And we got Candace coming up with all these wild ideas
Mm-hmm.
just to get the views. Because
Okay,
there are
so
people who are dumb enough to follow it.
right. Why don't we catch up on the chat? Hey, Vanilla. I did see you come in, but I was off on a tangent, so I
Yes.
apologize. Uh, but some of these comments, Blue is saying that that's good because they were trying to, uh, on the Tyler Robinson case, they were
I'll
trying
bring it
to,
back up.
okay, uh, his attorneys were not wanting cameras in the court because he keeps smiling too much and laughing.
Too bad. It's
Mm-hmm.
getting caught.
Yep. Uh oh. Did you hear that?
I heard something fall.
That was a gunshot.
Oh, it's still deer season.
Yes, it is. I wonder if he got one.
Someone got a deer somewhere, hopefully.
Hopefully it was EJ.
Blue Rose says, my question is, why is she asking questions and his wife isn't, and taking everything at face value? That's a very good point. If
I
his
agree.
wife is accepting that what is being told to her,
Right.
Candace should not be taken seriously at that point.
Well, all I saw was an interview that Erica gave with Harris Faulkner, and it was very unusual because I have never seen Harris Faulkner interview anyone that way. They were sitting on the couch and their knees were almost touching, and you did not see Erica's face straight on like you normally do in a,
It's always the side profile.
it was yes ma'am, and she had her hair was in the way, and the question, and Harris didn't probe her really on any questions, like what you think journalism would be. And we'll make a, how about this, we'll make a day maybe after New Year's, or because we have a lot of stuff to get through, but and we'll just do a, let's throw back and forth different stuff that we either found or try to debunk some of it, or say this video's full of crap or something. Play a couple of Candaces and see where it goes. What do you think?
That sounds good because it's getting wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she is literally just
I
lashing
mean,
out at anyone and everyone.
you had Tim Pool calling her the C word.
Well, she did she basically said that she once said he was faking the drive-by shooting that happened at his house.
Right.
Then she said, oh, it was only one shot and it was his brother who did it. And that turns out it was back in 2022. And he was shooting at an intruder that left a hole in the wall. And Tim Pool was nowhere near it. And he never claimed he survived it. And like, she is literally twisted everything. There's been a
Okay.
lot of back and forth. And so
Is she wrong on Brigitte then?
being a man,
Yeah.
I have no clue because I haven't gone over there and done a physical inspection on her. And I'm not going to. I mean, like, seriously, does it even matter? Who gives a fuck if she's trans? Like, at this point, she's not the one running the show.
You don't know that. Remember, she was his teacher.
So she's a creep. But let that be France's problem, not ours.
Well, Macron applauded the UK fining X and putting the hammer down on the US's freedom of speech, so...
How friendly have we been with France? We really don't give a fuck about them. All they're good for is wine and cheese and baguettes. They're even useless in most of the wars. I mean, Germany toppled them practically instantly during World War II.
Right.
I mean, they're not exactly that great of a country. They got Paris going for them and the Louvre.
Right.
The Louvre. I mean, it's Paris.
Congress is
it's
trying
France.
Congress is trying to put together a bill that says that the president won't be able to withdraw from NATO. So I wonder if that's going to pass.
I hope not, because I don't want NATO. I honestly am sick of NATO.
Well,
they are no longer in alignment with what we want.
If I was Trump, I'd pull out today.
Exactly.
If that threat is there, I would do it today.
That's like I was saying. Oh, the UK wants to get all bossy and man up and square up over fucking X. We've kicked your ass before. We'll do it again. We kicked your ass with farmers.
Right.
We'll do it again.
Not only that, good luck on getting any military equipment or ammunition.
Poland has our back.
Uh-huh.
Poland is the only country in Europe right now that is like, fuck this shit. We learned from World War II. Germany and Russia both invaded pretty much at the same time. Poland is like, this shit ain't happening again.
Do you know that Poland has 0 illegal immigrants in their country?
They're amazing, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love my ancestors, where they're from, my distant relatives. Go Poland. This shit's got to stop.
You know what?
And the only way it's going to stop is if we tell them to fuck off.
Right? You know what? This really did turn into a friggin' Friday, didn't it?
Yes, it did. But again, it's because we have communists trying to take over our country. They've already won most of Europe, with the exception of Poland, who's
Right.
basically come at me, bro.
Right.
I mean, like, seriously. I mean, we're dealing with Venezuela. We just took out a fucking cartel place or something.
Yep.
I mean, come on. We're already fighting back again. We're
And
fighting two
again,
fronts right now.
and with regard to Venezuela, go check the list out of what Obama did without Congress's approval.
Oh, that's a long fucking list.
Yeah, it is.
No one complained. But when
Nope.
Trump does something, oh, all hell breaks loose.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck y'all. Quit your double standards. Let's clean this country up. Fuck Europe. We'll kick their ass again. Let's go.
And
We don't need Europe.
And it looks like the the 3 provinces of
Canada?
Canada are either going to go independent, or it could be as many. We could have 56 states in the country
Total. Yes.
Yep.
It's that bad. When Canada is wanting to come back, people in Mexico are sick of their fucking president.
Yeah.
But she takes out every opponent.
Yep.
All it takes is a little bit more, and there's going to be a fucking civil war down there too.
Exactly.
I don't know how much more they're going to take. Why take California back? Just join us and get rid of your president. Mexico, I'm making an offer. We'll get rid of the cartels. Y'all can live in peace and be part of America. Fuck the rest of that shit.
We'll send the cartels over to
Europe.
Yeah. Africa.
Where they want open borders. Hey, you know where we can send them? Vatican City.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Let Vatican City have that problem. We'll free Mexico from the nutcases, and they can become another state.
Right.
And
they can help the Pope with climate change issues.
Yes, there we go. The cartels can go help the Pope.
Mm-hmm.
And Mexico will be happy as it is. Or it can choose to stay independent, get rid of their president and all that shit, and just be a really good ally to us.
Right.
I mean, it's bad when parts of Canada are doing what the southern states wanted to do in the 1860s.
Right.
I just hope their president doesn't go Abraham Lincoln tyrant, saying, no, you're not allowed to.
Well, he is.
Well, yeah.
They're refusing. Ontario is saying, absolutely not, this isn't going to happen. And
it's going to lead to a, fuck you, watch this.
Yep.
And we'll have their back. You watch.
I mean, we have what, wait, is it Oregon wants to go into, Iowa?
No, parts of Washington want to go into Idaho.
Iowa. Okay, I had them confused.
Idaho.
So, imagine that. After all these years.
Oh, no, it is Oregon. It is Oregon. I'm sorry.
Okay. Imagine after all of these years that you have counties that want to leave their state and go to another state.
Most of Illinois wants to leave.
So messed up.
Most of Illinois' counties want to be absorbed into other states.
Right.
It's gotten that bad in America. I say, fuck NATO, block off the communism, kick all the communist supporters out to communist countries so they can have their communism there, and we go back to being awesome.
Or, as you previously suggested, take a couple states and wall them off and have Mad Max.
Turn it into a, yep.
Right.
There you go. Mad Max Zone. Have at it.
Yep. Mad Max Thunderdome. Have at it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll even leave. You know how I play the farming game? We'll
Yeah.
even leave pieces like, just like the, what games? The Hunger Games. We'll leave
Yeah.
pieces like a box will pop up and you can get, a piece to a, dump truck or some tires or some ammo or something.
Yeah, we'll
We can
make
have
sure
fun with
food
that.
and stuff gets supplied.
Yeah.
But, let our farmers be farmers again. Let our ranchers be ranchers. Get rid of these corporations that don't need to be here, basically killing off our flocks of birds because they're
Yes.
terrified of a. Oh, sorry. I can't say it. YouTube. Fuck. Just,
Okay.
there's a lot going on that shouldn't be going on.
Right.
There's a whole lot that is so messed up, and
Mm.
they're only making matters worse. And I can explain biologically why on the Discord if you want to know. I just can't because YouTube will fucking kill us.
Right. Well,
I'm sick of the bullshit. Here I am having to censor what I say, and it's not right.
right.
This
We
isn't
did
right
it.
that I can't openly talk about why it's wrong, how it's wrong, with all the proofs from biology books over the last 2 centuries. Biology books documenting why this is wrong, why what they're doing is actually making matters worse instead of fixing it. I
Right.
could literally prove this, but YouTube won't allow it.
Yep.
Tell me, how is that right? Freedom of speech, my ass.
Correct.
Sorry. I'm
All
pissed.
right.
I'm pissed
Stop.
about this.
Okay. So let me just preface this by saying thank you for joining Rex Sisters. This was not in our regularly scheduled programming for today. Somehow, some way,
I'm
somewhere over
sorry.
the rainbow, we
I'm
got
sorry.
lost.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm sick of it all, though.
I know.
Everyone's got to be sick of this at some point. When are we going to
I
tell these politicians to fuck the hell off and get some real people in?
when we first
I know
started,
I need to calm myself. I'm sorry.
when we first started and I started on my tyrant, I was
Oh,
almost in tears. That's how upset I am. I'm tired. I'm sick. I don't feel good. You were handing me, we need more content. No, you didn't. You didn't have me, but we were like, we need more content, is in my head all the time. We need more stuff. Go find this, go do that. And I have myself in these rabbit holes that I go to look for one person's name, and the next thing you know, 4 hours later, I am everywhere. I need to have, those crime scene boards, or in college you would see them, that I could put sticky notes on them and like
yeah,
write
the
this
little
down.
cork
Like,
board, like a
yes,
cork board thing.
but they, it would accept the sticky notes where I could just pick it up, zip it over here, do it over here, do it over there.
Yeah.
Because I don't like doing it coming in and out of my laptop or my tablet. Even though I can do a split screen, I still don't like to view it that way. I like color. I like, Crazy Bee's crazy. She's red hot. She gets a red hot sticker. Hey, JJ.
Hey,
JJ's
JJ.
driving to work today. He gets a green sticker. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
if he just tuned in, he absolutely missed my entire tirade about telling Europe to go fuck itself. And we've kicked their ass once, we'll do it again.
yep.
And we did it with farmers.
Yes, yes, Blue, I know. But I
I'm
feel better. At least I didn't bust down crying today on while we were live, because I was going to. But I
I
was
kind of
able to
helped
get it
fix
out
that
in
by making you
anger.
laugh.
Yeah. But
Laugh at my rant.
it is so frustrating.
It is.
The last 100 episodes, and then including today, which you just saw from Stephen Miller, and what you saw from that TSA agent. You guys all, I mean, I can't believe that there's not more of an outrage from the American people. Are their heads really that far up that they can't see the sun?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm sick of
Nope.
it all.
I know.
And what sucks is there's very little we can do. No matter how much we petition our politicians, no matter how much we vote, it don't change.
Right.
Fuck this. I say fire them
You
all,
see,
start fresh.
that's why
No
I was
corruption.
adamant. That's why I was adamant. And what did I predict? The frickin' crybabies would have caved. All they needed to do was to get to this, what was it, 71 or 91 days of the shutdown. That's all. They were close. They had to get till the end of January. I told you that once the holidays were going to come around, the Republicans were going to cave. Oh, we need our welfare benefits. We can't survive without them. I can't get a turkey for Thanksgiving. I'm telling you, I'm going into Target and I'm going to take that and I'm going to get my turkey. And you're not going to stop me.
Well, do you know how many times I've had TV dinners or just a turkey sandwich for Thanksgiving because we were broke? Fuck the
He
whining
would
and
have been able
crying.
to eliminate 750,000 positions. You talk
Yep.
about wanting to reduce government, but you don't want to do anything about it.
No, these other people, what it is the people who want to make the government smaller versus the jackasses who think we need government watching our every move and holding our hands through everything.
Right.
I want my freedom. I don't need the government to tell me what to do and how to do it. I'm capable of thinking. I'm capable of doing this stuff. I don't need someone watching me 24/7. I'm not a child. Like, God almighty, just what is wrong with some of these idiots?
I don't know.
You want more government. Again, this brings me back to that last conversation I had with my sister. If you keep voting Republican, we're all going to be in burqas. Have you looked around lately? It wasn't the Republicans who let all of them in and started enforcing Sharia law in areas. It was the leftist. It was Biden who let them in. And then they got into government. And then they did this. The people you had the bleeding heart for are the ones who are going to enforce it on you. Not
Yep.
me. Not my Republicans. The fucking people you had a bleeding heart for.
Yes, ma'am.
Save Palestine. Okay, and then Hamas will be here taking us out too. And you will be in burqas and all that other shit that you were so afraid of.
Yep.
Go ahead, keep voting Democrat. You'll get exactly what you were afraid of. And again, it's like, how do they not action, consequence, right in front of you? How do you
Again,
not see it?
no accountability. Nobody for any of this stuff that we've talked about, any of it. Nobody has been held accountable.
Yeah, because the dumb fucks who voted for this retarded shit got what they wanted. It's
You
like,
know,
are y'all
I would
idiots?
personally cut Fauci's balls off myself for what he did to them beagles. You know that?
Mm-hmm. And then what he did to people. Heaven
Yep.
forbid we should talk about the 1980s when he did some specific testing on a specific disease on a bunch of kids who were in the state housing, the
Yeah.
child foster care program.
Yeah. And
Let's talk about those.
YouTube, let
Beagles.
me
How about those
clarify.
kids?
Yeah, YouTube, let me clarify my statement why. Because he permitted and approved for thousands of beagles to be experimented upon with certain types of drugs and testing and whatever. But what they did was they removed the dog's larynx so the dogs wouldn't hear them bark out of pain.
It was actually exposure to sandflies to see what sandflies would do if there was nothing stopping them. I did my research into that. Uh huh. That was back in the 90s and in the 2000s that was happening. How
I
bad
mean,
can sandflies be?
experiments
What
need to be
diseases do
done.
they transmit?
Yeah, experiments need to be done, obviously.
Humanely.
Correct. And then
But
when
we
they
can
were
get in
done with the
trouble for
dog, they
talking about
killed the
this.
dog. when they were done with the dog, they killed the dog.
Yep. Yeah.
That probably, and right now that young girl over in the UK has me so disturbed. You have no idea.
Uh-huh.
I mean, to make me enough to be physically sick to my stomach.
Yep.
And again, you go out YouTube, you want proof, I'll start saving videos that I come across that are inappropriate. In
I'll tell
fact,
you, I found the studies directly that were done on some of these animals and people.
there's a content creator out there right now that is demeaning and derogatory towards women.
Mm-hmm.
I filed 2 complaints with them. They're still on air. Explain that to me. Why is
Freedom
it
of speech
okay?
for them, not for us.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Not okay.
And that's just
Not
one of
okay.
many. That's just one of many.
Mm-hmm.
When you do general searches and, you go out and we're in newspaper. I mean, why is it that we're finding foreign news outlets providing more information to us about what is going on in America than our own government or our own mainstream media is?
No, what I've been finding is local YouTubers reporting on what's going on in their state and what they're hearing
Mm-hmm.
about their state is the only way to find some of this corruption.
Yep. I mean, and think, we haven't even looked really at our own locals. I mean,
I've
as
gotten looking more into it
yeah,
recently.
and
I follow someone who
I don't
covers
even mean
Kentucky
just ours,
politics.
Crazy Bee. I mean just throughout the country. Sometimes
Yeah.
you'll hear a bigger story, and you report on it, but
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing that's showing what is going on across the country. From East Coast to West Coast and everything in between there.
Well, we
That
have followers from all those states. They can send us stuff.
right.
Your local politician this, your local politics that, your state level politics. Send it to us. We'll cover it.
Yeah.
Anywhere you see corruption, send it to us.
Put it up in Discord.
And if you don't want to
And
get
in
on
fact,
Discord, reach out to me in the comments and I will find a way to get you my email
you know what,
and
Crazy
we'll go
Bee?
from there.
Why don't we, instead of them having to drop it like in the main chat, why don't we just lock a possible videos down so once they can, we'll talk about how
Um,
to do it. We'll
yeah,
talk
because there's a
about how
few
to do
ways
it.
that we
And
could technically do this. There are bots where they can put in information to us, like what we did on my server and the other
right.
servers, where you can make suggestions and you can drop the links that way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not comfortable putting it out, or we can set up a channel where it is just things that you could cover. I mean,
Right.
we look at everything in the general, but if we don't want it to get lost and it's highly important, we could set up a channel specifically, or we could set up a bot that will take the suggestions
Right.
and give it to us.
Right.
There's a few ways.
Okay, so let's see if we could cover, since I'm pissed off.
I am too.
Pull up this shit about the nativity scene bull crap.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we're going out of order.
Found it. Okay, there's 2 of them. I'll put them in. I know we're going out of order, folks, but just watch this shit. Hold on. This one will piss you off.
A unique nativity display featuring Roman centurions dressed as ICE agents and Mary wearing a gas mask is attracting attention.
Jesus was born into a context into the Roman Empire, right? I mean, people under subjugation, and he immediately has to go into exile and flee and become a refugee into Egypt.
The display puts Mary and Jesus in modern times, with the Christ child wearing zip ties on its plaster hands.
Our baby Jesus has zip ties on his hands because that's an actual incident that happened in our city.
He's a
These
fucking
are real
liar.
world things
Where's
that are
the
happening,
proof?
and we're trying to
A
depict them. And
baby was put in zip ties. I'm calling it out. It's bullshit.
Bullshit. What's the baby going to do? Run away? Pick the kid up and carry it is what they do. He's full of shit.
This, oh.
He's
And
full of shit.
I looked for it, and to
There's no
see if
proof.
there was, to see if there was an incident. I can't find it. So unless it resurfaces, over the weekend or.
The Bible says something about not bearing false witness against neighbors and stuff. Well, you claim that there was a baby put in zip ties. No one's seen it. False witness. Yeah,
Go
and this
ahead.
is coming from a church?
Yes, he's a pastor.
It's a lying sack of shit who's going to... No. Okay, push play.
bring the sacred into it to tell a story.
Walk with love! That story playing not only in front of the Evanston Church, but also in the streets of Broadview, where Pastor Michael Wolf was among those arrested.
Hey, Cannabis.
Hi, Cannabis.
Clickbait. You're right.
While protesting in front of the ICE processing facility. He was in court this morning.
When we see injustice being perpetrated against our siblings, we must stand with them.
I'm proud of what I did that day. If the state wants to call what I did illegal, that's what they allege.
We've reached out to Homeland Security, which so far has had no comment on this unique protest.
Jesus Christ, is born on this sort of Christmas holiday and everything that we're thinking about with nativities. Jesus Christ is also born into our hearts and our lives in the midst of this suffering, and that
twisting of the Bible to fit a narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Evil. Freaking evil. Right there. That is not God talking through him. That's not God talking through him.
No, what do you see in the background? LGPLP.
That new
right here in the corner of the sign.
Flying. Yep. So that is a liberal, progressive,
heavily church.
Yes, church.
That means God is not there anymore. And again, I have nothing against the people who are gay, lesbian, whatever, but you don't need to incorporate it into religion. The second you incorporate your lifestyle into religion is when it's no longer a religion of God. It's
correct.
This is why I don't like religions. I don't like them because they incorporate politics and bullshit into it, and it's not the teachings of the Bible. It is twisted perversion of the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And again, God judges for me. God is the only one who judges, and if I'm wrong, I'll learn about it when I'm dead. If I'm right, whatever. I say live and let live, but don't incorporate politics into religion.
Correct. Baby Jesus and zip ties. I never thought I'd see the day.
Pure frickin' insanity. But there is still more. There's another 15 seconds.
Go ahead.
Light can come and that there is really hope out there.
The display has seen its wear and tear over the last few weeks. So this Saturday, the church is planning an event where people can come and help them restore the nativity scene to its original state.
That's sick.
Oh my God.
That's sick.
This is a holiday to celebrate the birth of Jesus.
That looks like
Why?
You know what? That didn't even come from the Goodwill. They dragged that out of the dump.
It is a really poorly done one. My whole thing is,
whose
you
idea
should not
was this?
Incorporate. It was the churches.
I know, but it should be escalated up to the next chain of command.
They're just as corrupt as these ones are.
Right.
The higher up you go, the worse it gets.
Exactly, JJ.
This is getting out of hand.
And I'll tell, and I don't know if the audience recalls or not, but see, I get to speak about this community because my youngest child is gay. So don't
I
come
have
at
lots
me
of
with
friends and stuff. They don't
yeah,
incorporate their
right,
lifestyle into their religion, into every aspect of everyone
right.
else's There are
So
people,
don't come at me because you can't. Been there, done that. Still
yeah,
doing all that.
I may not agree with it, may
I
not
don't
be
need
for me, but I'm not judging. But it
right,
should not be drawn into political bullshit. I'm more pissed that they did this on Christmas.
right.
And again, you
What?
watch, they'll do it again on Easter. They'll
Yes,
do some retarded shit perverting the Bible.
yes.
This is about Jesus's birth. Nothing else.
Yep.
Why are you doing this? And we lost Dee. She'll be back. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me, Dee? Nope. She'll be back. But this is a literal perversion of the Bible. This has ICE doing what it's doing has nothing to do with what the Bible. In ancient times, they kicked people out of the countries too. Shall we talk about that? I hope
Like
you
what
can
I'm
hear me, Dee.
I can hear you. They don't like what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yep.
I don't know how. I mean, I think they're kicking you when they mean to kick me.
Maybe.
Because they're perverting the Bible. Again, why?
You know, if this video stays up, it's going to be a miracle.
It will be. I promise you. It'll be a miracle of God if this video stays up with what I've just been saying. Okay, next one on this nonsense. Catch this shit. Let me back this up.
Tonight, a local church is getting a lot of attention because of its nativity scene. Boston 25 News reporter Daniel Coates is live in Dedham. And Daniel, something very specific is replacing baby Jesus.
Yeah, and what's being replaced is causing a whole lot of outrage here in Dedham. I'll give you a live look. We're outside of St. Susanna's. And if you look at that nativity scene, you might notice that you don't see baby Jesus or the Holy Family. That says ICE was here, drawing a lot of eyeballs across town.
More disrespect to the religion. God, how about you smite these motherfuckers? Like, that's not church, it's an indoctrination camp. Yes. I agree, cannabis. Let me continue, but this is perversion of the religion. That perversion of the faith, of the belief, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm really struggling to refrain. Let me hit play because this is really hard on me.
We have a case here of a dissident priest who has a long history of these kind of crackpot publicity stunts.
C.J. Doyle, the executive director of the state's Catholic Action League, said he was called by a St. Susanna parishioner over the weekend about this nativity scene.
He's politicizing Christmas. He's exploiting the Holy Family. He's using his position as the pastor of a Catholic parish to promote his left-wing political ideology.
We thought that this was a good way to show the dynamic of what's going on in the world today.
Father Stephen Gisoma has been the pastor at the church for 24 years, well known for making waves with his nativity scene over the last decade. 1 year showing mass shooting deaths, another flooded from global warming, and in 2018 was Jesus caged in. Another statement on immigration.
This is a sense I would hope that all churches would take. I mean, we should be a welcoming community.
It's entirely inappropriate for a Catholic priest to do this. I think it would make any faithful Catholic mad to see the Holy Family trivialized and politicized like this.
Below the sign reads the Holy Family is safe in the sanctuary of our church, and a loose hotline to call if you see ICE.
Is this not obstruction of justice they're really pushing here? If he doesn't really believe in the Catholic religion or thinks the Catholic Church is simply a vehicle for political activism, perhaps he should find new employment.
Father Gisoma said this is his way of holding a mirror to the world for reflection each holiday season.
I've got a couple of pushbacks from total strangers. Was called a murderer yesterday. Someone who is in need of repentance. What we celebrate at Christmas is the peace that Christ brought into the world. It's right here, it's right now.
This nativity scene in Dedham is all lit up as we head into Monday evening. We've still had a lot of people driving by feeling one way or another. They're still taking pictures, and it's still drawing a lot of attention. And we have reached out to the Archdiocese of Boston. They say that they are aware, and we're still waiting for comment from them.
You're never going to get a comment from them because the second they take a stance, half the fucking congregation's going to be at them.
Yep.
And we have a pope who's so messed up, he
Yes, we
ain't going
do.
to give a shit.
Right. Remember, the Pope said that the United States should not have borders. We should let whoever wants to come in, come in. And not only that, but we should take care of them.
Blue, you know we aren't perfect, but that's just ignorant. Yes, it is. No human is perfect, but when you take it this far, it's on purpose. Separation between church and state.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because, again, I can go on about how all religions on the planet have their flaws. But some of these Christian branches of religion have gone way off the rails.
And I would hate to be sitting at his sermon. You know, I
I
told you
couldn't.
the
I
baby
wouldn't be able
was
to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I told you the baby was baptized a couple weeks ago. And she is a liberal, middle-aged white woman, political as F. Okay? I told you if she started, I was going to record her. And I was probably going to stand up and have to say something.
I
wasn't
would,
probably going to be able to
without
control myself.
hesitation.
Because it doesn't belong in church.
It doesn't.
Where's the
The
ministry?
church is about God, not politics.
Right. Where's the ministry to your flock? You know, not telling
It's
them.
misleading.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You are misleading your flock, and you are going to cause all kinds of problems. And you watch how bad it gets. And again, I'm not saying we go back to the old ways and, burning witches and stuff like that. But I'm saying, get the politics out of the religions.
Right.
And the faiths. This is why I won't attend church. I quit going to church because of this kind of crap. I just can't.
I hear you.
And it gets worse. There's more. We're not done. We got this guy.
Uh-huh.
And there's still another one. This is not the end. But let's try to get through these shorts.
We had a bad situation here with immigration. We had the gate closed, and the immigration come here, and they stop their cars, and then they go through the gate, and they took to one of the members of the church. So it's sad because they don't ask nothing. Just they took him.
They don't have to ask anything.
And right now we are sad because we have more people, childs, and everybody is scared. And I don't know what happened because this is really bad.
Like, why would they come here? Like,
they don't have an order for a specific guy or.
How does he know they don't have an order?
Uh-huh.
Glad to know you made it safe, JJ. How does he know they don't have an order? Right. Who the hell are you that you have the right to know? You are a nobody in this process.
Uh-huh.
It ain't my business. It ain't your business. If I was at work and the feds came in and took someone, it ain't my goddamn business. Sorry for my language. Oh my God. Sorry. I'm that mad about these people. It ain't your business.
Keep going.
I'm having a day with my mouth. I apologize. I really do apologize.
Specific name. They just came here. They got the guy.
They were
the
following
first guy.
somebody. They were following somebody, and the guy that came here, it wasn't from our church.
They don't show any documents saying we are trying to get a specific person. No,
not your
they
business.
Just come to get
on private property.
Yeah, on private.
And do you say that they didn't ask questions or anything like that? They just
They don't
grabbed
have
someone
to.
and
They
took them?
just grab.
Did they try to grab anybody else, or was it just the
Yeah,
one?
they tried more people, and they had to run because they're afraid. They don't know about it, and we had children. They cry a lot, and we are just cleaning. You know, we are trying to cleaning the property.
What? They're freaking illegal, is what it is.
Yes, they are.
That's exactly what it is.
You run if you're guilty. Or here's a great one. Even if you're guilty, stand there and take the consequence that's coming from you. You're in a church. What does the Bible teach? Atone for your sins. Atone for what you've done wrong. Do churches not teach this anymore?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Okay. Just wondering.
Keep going.
We didn't know this gonna happen.
Well, no shit, you didn't know what was going to happen. And then there was one more pertaining to the same church.
Right. Thanks, JJ. And her mouse is dead, I bet.
Say that again?
Oh, we don't see anything.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Let me hit share. Oh my God. Oh, I am so sorry,
this
folks.
is a good time to pause, though. The reason you're going to see this again is because we are providing you with the left perspective.
Yes. I'm having a day. Let me hit play. I've just had it with people. So let's hit play.
Pastor Kate, Episcopal priest, congregation members gathered at their church in Charlotte, North Carolina for a service day. People doing yard work and property cleanup, children running around and playing while adults worked, when a group of ICE officers came onto church grounds to round people up for arrests. The church knew that ICE was doing a crackdown in Charlotte this weekend, but never did they imagine that it would happen to them at their congregation, at their sanctuary. To ICE, nothing is sacred. The congregation will be suspending all.
How about the illegals that nothing is sacred?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't respect the rules to come into this country. That's violating some really
They took
sacred
American
stuff.
jobs. I'm sure there are people in the community that would like to have worked there.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to talk about sacred? How about come through properly? Don't commit crimes. Common sense stuff. You know, the stuff the Bible teaches you. Just
all services and gatherings until ICE is out of Charlotte and they can gather without the threat of immigration raids. And again, I ask you, where is Donald Trump's task force against anti-Christian bias? Where are people's rights to practice their faith? Our congregations are not safe until the secret police are off of our streets.
Secret police. What a dipshit.
Our congregations aren't safe if there are drug dealers, human smugglers, gang members, cartel members sitting in them.
Yep. Killers, rapists, robberies, burglaries, theft.
If you have an illegal immigrant in your congregation, they broke the laws to get there.
Correct.
Crazy B might be diagnosed with Tourette's, and that is okay. It's still common sense. Thank you, JJ. I needed that laugh.
Yeah, JJ, go back to the beginning. You'll hear me ranting. So it's just her turn now. I'm calm. I'm calm right now.
Holy fucking shit! This can't be normal in America.
It is. That's why I'm giving you this stuff. Wake up, people. This is going on. This is going on in probably one of your churches in your community, and
I know
you're just
ICE
not
is. Go ahead.
you're not aware of it. That's all.
Well, we just got the heads up from a small YouTube channel that I follow that ICE is coming back to Kentucky, making another sweep.
Uh-oh.
Woohoo! Yes.
There you go. All right, finish this up, and then we should.
Oh,
Why
that's
don't
it
we?
for this video. It's done.
Okay.
I
All
do
right.
have,
So
if you want, we could do this one last short, funny one that's only 36
yes,
seconds.
let's do that one.
Cheer everybody up
Uh-huh.
after my ranting and raving. All right, we can see it? Yes.
No. Are you serious? Yeah. Mom, I found it on like insane sale. Thank you. It was like $500. It's a table rock. Where am I gonna put it?
On a table.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Oh my gosh. It's an anthro rock.
I know, it's the anthro rock. I got you the large.
It's a great way to prank people. I mean, they just picked these rocks up from somewhere.
Yes, they did.
Just to make it
this was
goofy.
a prank. Yeah, a prank on the husbands for the daughter got the mother a pet rock, so to say, for an occasion, and the look on the
Yes.
husbands and the sons' faces are just priceless.
Yeah, they don't get it. And of course,
They're like,
the women planned
Yeah.
it out, but it's
Uh-huh.
great.
Right.
I spent $500 on it. Yeah, right. But it is a great one. I find it hilarious, and we need more of it.
Yep.
More of this kind of stuff in the world.
Yes,
Be
we
silly,
do.
have fun, enjoy life.
Right. All right, it's 5:07. We will be back. We'll drop a video on Monday, and we'll be back on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime, please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous this holiday season, our Cash App is up. And we thank you for joining Rex Sisters and staying with us this many months at our
Yep.
101th episode. And with that, I'm out.
I am going to say my usual of stay safe, stay sane, stay sober,
You failed the
and we
second
will.
one. You failed the second one.
Sane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably did just a
Yeah,
tad
today you
today.
did. Okay.
Today, yes, most definitely, because you
Okay.
know what? It got out of hand.
I-
This is nonsense.
Well, it is friggin' Friday.
And I did finally switch that up into the
Thumbnail.
title
Okay.
of this thing. So
Cool.
let me just grab this to get ready to put in. Oh my God, my
Well,
hands hate
we
me.
have to tell everybody have a good night, have a good weekend, and you only
Yes.
have 12 more days of Christmas shopping.
That you do.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yay. I'm going to wait till the last minute as always.
Okay. All right, everybody have a good one. Good night.
We'll catch y'all on the next one. Oh, and by the way, don't forget there was a hidden thingy, a hidden little picture thingy and all that in the video somewhere. I hope I hit it good enough. Anyways, we'll catch y'all on the next one.